Hi, this is Kwesi Nichols and I'm talking to you from BirdDogsGetPaid.com. In this segment, I want to talk to you about how $5 can secure your next deal. Just $5 to secure your next deal. Let me tell you why that's important. When you're securing a deal as a real estate investor, $5 should be all that you need. Here's why. Most of the people as an investor you're buying your houses from or you're giving earnest money to, these people are usually in foreclosure. They're desperate to sell their house. So in most cases, I want to say 90% of these cases, you don't have to give them any earnest money at all. The only time I usually use earnest money is if I use a realtor. And with a realtor, they usually require a minimum of $500 earnest money. With some HUD deals, I believe under a certain amount, it's 500 to 1,000. Above a certain amount, sometimes it's more. And also depending on what the seller wants as far as earnest money, that's how it's usually derived when you're dealing with real estate agents. As an investor, you can negotiate your earnest money. When the house is going into foreclosure, again, when the person is desperate to sell, usually small amounts or no earnest money is needed in situations like that because everyone understands that they have a best interest. The homeowner is trying to sell their property so that they can totally get out of foreclosure and avoid that so their credit's in good shape. You as the investor, you're looking to buy that property so that you can make money off of it. You want to make it a good deal for you. The other thing I want to talk to you about is what makes a ratified contract or a totally legally binding contract. The first thing is that in a contract, everyone needs to sign. All parts of the contract are supposed to be filled out correctly. Everyone usually needs to initial on the bottom of the pages on most contracts. Also, a contract is not a legally ratified or binding contract unless, again, both people sign. That's very important. Also, in contracts where earnest money is deposited, it's usually not a binding contract until that earnest money has cleared the account or has been cashed in some form. So to get a ratified and binding contract is very important to make it a legally binding contract. We're going to talk a little bit about escrow funds. What are escrow funds and how does this work? Well, attorneys have escrow funds. Okay, so when you buy a property, you give earnest money. A lot of people don't know this, but you can give your earnest money either to a realtor to hold, or if you feel comfortable, realtors usually don't mind if an attorney holds the money in their escrow fund. Both of these escrow funds are legally binding funds that are usually audited by the Real Estate Commission. Also, attorneys have theirs audited as well, and so your money is totally safe. They're responsible for that, and if they do something with your money, there are strict legal ramifications for that. So escrow is really important. Usually as an investor, if you're dealing with a buyer directly, there isn't an escrow involved. It's just that person's word and your word and your understanding, so you have to be careful. So when I'm doing a deal, once again, $5, that's all I want to give you if you want some earnest money. I don't like to waste $5. I hope you don't either. Thank you. Again, this is Kwesi Nichols coming to you from BirdDogsGetPaid.com. Visit our site and check out all the fun stuff we have for you. You're going to make a lot of money with us.